All right, folks, we're about to begin. You ready? So the first round here is Rich Ellswick versus Carl Fisk. Rich is a veteran of this event. He's been here many years. I think he got Dragon Cup champion once, maybe? But you guys have to remember that. Carl Fisk is looking mighty spiffy and pretty, I would have to say. Woo-hoo! All right. There's a mic up there for you, too. Yeah. And Amy Graham, another one of our veterans, will be the main announcer for all of this. I'll just be chiming in randomly.
I think after like maybe an hour, we're going to have Carl try to do that again. See how well he holds up under the pressure. Y'all ready to see some fights? Y'all ready to see some sparks? All right. For those of you who have not come out here before, these are all real shots, real weapons, real armor. None of this is staged. And we have people counting their points for them. They do not have to worry about the points. They just have to worry about getting the shots in. These are time fights. Keep it going, boys. Nice shot. Time, stop fight. Woohoo! The judges will confer to see how many points each fighter got. Now, as many of y'all know, it is hard to breathe in these fighting helmets, but we train. Rich has got a helmet that he can actually lift up so he can breathe between between fights. Unfortunately, not all of us had that option. They're still conferring.
And the winner of the first round, Rich Ellswick.
Rich is 18 and then Kyle is 14.
Next fighters. We have Sam Andrews out of Seattle. Brent Hall out of South Carolina. We have fighters from all over the country coming in today to fight. And part of what helps fund these fighters coming is the t-shirt sales that are over here. So if y'all want one of the current t-shirts, y'all are welcome to do that. They are $20 each. Sam has competed overseas many times. And if you notice, Sam is out there with a two-handed weapon fighting a sword and shield. You can compete with different weapons in this particular style of fighting. Although Sam cannot block any shot that comes in, whereas Brent can. If he hits the shield, it doesn't count. But every shot that Sam lays in does. Sometimes you do get tangled up. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop fight.
There you go. You can go up now. You got it. All right.
How long are we doing the fights? How long are they? Is it 3 minutes?
No, I have no clue what they're doing now. Minute?
All right, just check. Each fight is timed for 1 minute. But let me tell y'all, that's the longest damn minute of your life when you're fighting.
24, 28.
Sam Andrews. A lot of the fighters you're going to see have come in from all over the United States. Many of them have competed overseas in various tournaments. Woohoo!
Big sexy!
That's Jeff Barnes right there. I've competed with that young man several times.
Yeah, baby. Sorry. Jeff Barnes and Jeff Waters is over.
Jeff Waters is the other helmet fighter right over here in the flat top. You'll notice Jeff keeps hitting and keeps hitting and keeps hitting. You want as many solid points as you can get as fast as you can. As I said, you only have a minute to fight. Standing back and waiting for your opponent is not the brightest thing to do during that 1 minute time frame. But sometimes you got to take a breath too. Both of these gentlemen are fighting with long swords. Not every shot is going to count, so it's up to the judges to determine which shots they're going to count. As a fighter, you can't worry about which shots count and which shots don't. Keep going. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop fight. Nicely done, gentlemen. And what Austin's doing right now is he is conferring with each set of the judges to find out who has the most points.
It was Josh Waters, by the way.
Josh?
Yeah,
That's okay.
that was my mistake. I'm
That's
sorry.
all right.
2018. Okay.
All right, so the winner of this bout was Jeff Barnes,
Woohoo!
20 to 18, 20 to 18.
Oi, oi!
Do strikes with the butt spin. Does that count as a strike? I'll ask Austin.
Are they counting butt strikes? Okay, all right. All right.
Iron Ivy and Trace Spivey.
Trace
Iron Ivan.
Iron Ivan, and
And
Trey
Trey Spivey.
Spivey? Not Spivey? Trey Spivey and Iron Ivy. Y'all will notice you see different styles of helmets in all of these fighters. Some have advantages, some do not. With that bassinet, you can get a shot glance off very easily. But with that flat top, you can hit that top and it just sinks into that. So it doesn't glance off nearly as easily during a tournament. Both of these gentlemen are doing longsword. There are all different styles of armor that's allowed in our tournaments. So if y'all have questions about what period, what nationality, all of that, you can go up to those fighters and ask them about their kit, which is what their armor is called, and they'll be glad to tell you about it. 2, 1, stop fight!
Rich Elswick and Robert Thomas. Bob Thomas.
Bob Thomas, okay. And just so you know, this is mine. I'm just kind of
Well,
filling it up here.
Bob is my her dad.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
And where's he out of?
We're out of Raleigh.
Raleigh, North Carolina.
I'm from Australia, but he's out of.
And the winner of this bout, Trey, 20-13, 20-13. Good job, both of you. Good job.
All right, next up we got Rich Elswick again and Bob Thomas. Rich is coming in out of Detroit. Bob is out of South Carolina? No.
He's out of Raleigh, North Carolina.
And Bob is out of Raleigh, North Carolina. Local boy.
Boy!
This is Rich's second fight today. Bob's first. Oh, leg shot right off the front. Bob's getting a shot behind Rich's shield, which is a good shot. Oh! Rich was a ballet dancer in his former life. Just kidding. Come on, boys. Sometimes you get tired and you just like can't focus. And Rich is one of the best to take advantage of that. Oh! And Bob goes down to a knee. Six, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop fight. Good job, boys.
Yeah, baby!
Woohoo! That's his first fight. Many of the fighters you're going to see today, this is the first steel tournament they're entering.
The winner of this bout, Rich Elswick, 22-7. Good job, guys.
The louder you cheer, the harder they'll hit. We want to hear some noise so they hit harder. They're listening to you. Get it up. Come on.
They're not counting falling down, right? They're not counting. No, okay. Okay. All right, we've got Sam Andrews again and Chris Maynard from South Carolina.
It's the pretty boys.
All right, keep going. Maynard in the black and red is wearing a Mongol Katanga, one of my personal favorite kits. It is so much easier to move in. Sam doing a little windmill in there. And if y'all don't think you don't feel those shots to your head, I will tell you you are wrong. You feel every one of those. And if you'll watch, Maynard's blocking some of those shots coming up with his hands. That's why part of the reason we wear gauntlets. Oh, good shot. 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop fight. Good job, gentlemen. Now, some of y'all may have had questions when Bob went down in the ring. In this particular event, we are not giving extra points for making your opponent go down, just so you're aware of that. Other tournaments do that, but here, because we're fighting on carpet, we're not giving extra points for taking your opponent down. But it is a great move. Yeah, that's great. 2263. Just swipe it and then 2263.
The winner of this bout, Sam, 22-17. Well fought, gentlemen.
Next up.
Next up is Jacob Ernst versus Jacob Bowman. So it's the Jakes versus...
Next up, we've got Jacob Ernst against Jacob Bowman. The fights of the Jacobs. Both from Atlanta. Unfortunately, I don't know which is which.
What?
Ernst. Pointy helm is Ernst. Right there.
What?
All right, these are your hometown boys. I want to hear some shouting. Oh, thank you so much. Oh. He still has one strap on his shield, so we're allowing it to continue. It is still safe. He's just not able to punch with it. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop by.
What?
Sometimes y'all see Austin in there trying to put his hands in between, because sometimes when a bull sees red, you cannot stop that adrenaline. So we have some technical difficulties with the equipment. So that's going to have to be fixed before the next fight.
And the winner of this bout, Jacob Ernest.
Woohoo! All right, next up we've got Josh Waters and Carl Fisk. Isn't that a character out of Daredevil? Fisk? Josh Waters is in the flat top. Carl Fisk is in the full suit.
Look at that pretty armor.
All right, let him hear it. Oh, very nice. Come back. Very different styles of fighters here. Come on. There are other parts of your body you can hit. There you go. One of the things that you fall trap to sometimes in these tournaments is just hitting the head. But there are all targets all up and down your body. And you, 4, 3, 2, 1, stop fight. Good fight, gentlemen.
And the winner of this bout, Carl, 15-14. Well fought, gentlemen. Well
Good job,
fought.
Carl. Next up is Rich Ellswick for his third fight of the tournament. And Chris Walters, and this is Chris's first steel tournament. So yeah, let's make him feel welcome. Many of these fighters come in from different sports. Both Rich and Chris have both fought in SCA and other styles of fighting. Woo-hoo! And if you notice, Chris has got a buckler. He has a very tiny shield for a very large man. But sometimes that is much more beneficial than one would think. He can get in and block Rich's shield with that tiny little shield and push. Rich can block more of his body, but Chris has more maneuverability. He also has more room to throw a shot around that little tiny shield. Keep going. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop fight. Rich comes down here from Detroit every year, and he loves this. And he's like a little capuchin monkey when he moves in that armor, which is why I hate fighting.
And the winner of this bout, in his first time in appearing in the DragonCon Cup, Chris!
Nicely
9
done,
to
Chris.
7, 9 to 7. Give it up for him.
I know. All right, next up we've got Trey Spivey and Jay Tablas.
Trey Spivey and Jay Tables. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were.
Oh, I believe we've got a face hugger. I'm hoping there's not an M45 pulse rifle underneath that shield.
So to let everyone know, we've been having a bit of an issue with a cephalopodic-style invasion. We have a noble knight, Kurt Curtis, swearing to free PK, the Palmetto Knights, from this infection that has been spreading throughout the con. So at the end, we may see the Squid Lord battle this noble knight, Kurt Curtis, near the end of the day.
Okay. Jay Tablas is wearing the face hugger tonight. And we've got Trey Spivey in the red shield. All right, we're switching up for some reason. We've got Trey Sutter and Iron Ivan. Not sure what's going on. Sometimes things happen. All right, I take that back. Bob Thomas and Carl Fisk will be coming back out here in just a second. All right, y'all liking what you've seen so far? Well, then trust me, when the melees come, y'all are really going to like that. How many here have seen the melee fights before? That's when the earth shakes and the thunder comes. And hopefully, no concussions. All right, we apologize for this delay, ladies and gentlemen. But by the way, if you're interested in one of the t-shirts that helps keep us fighters coming out here year after year, you can get those over here. They're $20, and they help support bringing in the fighters from all over the United States. We try to come out and we do this as a professional tournament. We can get national rankings, all of that. I also want to thank our sponsors, Bohert Tech, Cult of Athena. We have, I'm sorry? Who else is our theater, our sponsors?
I don't know. You have to play.
Also, if any of you guys are interested in learning how to fight and want to do this, many of these fighters first fought here at DragonCon. So if you are questioning or whether wanting to do this, and believe me, anybody can do this. I started when I was 46. I retired when I was 52. You guys can do this no matter what. But you can go to the Palmetto Knights website, and they will get you to your local group. All right, looks like we are ready for the next fight. We've got Bob Thomas and Carl Fisk.
Bob!
Whoop, whoop.
No fear, baby. No fear.
As y'all notice, the scorekeeper is Bob's wife, so she is a little biased, but we are keeping her honest. These are both relatively new fighters. And as y'all know, it's Bob's, this is only his second steel fight, so. And he uses that shield to his advantage, blocking the view of your fighter, of your opponent. You can also use it to push him around. But you also need to remember to use your sword, because strikes are what counts. Keep striking, keep striking. In these duels, strikes are what matter. In melee, it's all about the grapple. Swing it. Get those strikes in. Stop by. All right. I didn't see the timer go off, so I apologize.
What?
Okay.
What's next? We're bringing Spivey back in. Okay.
And the winner of this bout, Carl Fisk,
Woo-hoo!
22-10. Well fought, gentlemen.
All right, we're bringing the alien back in, so we've got Trey Spivey and Jay Tablis. All right. Hopefully there are no more eggs anywhere in this audience. If y'all see anything climbing out, don't go near it. Go face hugger. That would be Jay Tablis. Now, one would think that that facehugger would impede his view, but we don't have great views in these helmets, I can promise you that. Oh! It is definitely not impeding his ability to strike. I am not so sure that facehugger is going to make it through the end of this fight. Nice cuts. Again, these are both using long swords. You will see varying lengths on the long swords, and it depends on the fighter's preference. What is legally allowed. They can go anywhere within what is legally allowed. Keep going. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop fight. I'm amazed that that alien is still on his face. Of course, if it was easy, I guess we wouldn't have aliens anymore, would we? All right, now we have Trey Sutter and Iron Ivan. Trey Sutter's out of South Carolina. Ivan is also out of South Carolina. Both PK Knights.
The winner of that bout was Jay Facehugger.
Woohoo!
26 to 10.
Facehugger
26 to
wins.
10.
Whoa. Trey is out with one sword. They're each fighting with one sword, no shields. Trey has been fighting since 2014. He went over to Spain in the first IMCF competition. Oh. This is the first kettle helmet we've seen out here. That has got a big brim on it. Oh, nice shot. If you'll notice, when Trey lifts his arm, he does not have armor under his arm. That spot is particularly hard to armor. And it's up to the fighter to what he has to protect, what he doesn't. So when you see that flash of skin, sometimes it's like seeing a bull. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop fight. Nicely done, gentlemen.
Well done, Trey.
So we got Maynard next, right?
You need. Daddy is not here.
And the winner of this bout is Trey Sutter.
Woohoo!
19 to 14.
Nicely done, Trey. Affectionately known as the freight train when you're trying to end melee fighting against him. All right, next up, we've got Maynard and Andrew Khan. Maynard is in the Mongol kit, the Katanga, with the red and the black with the silver rivets. This is Andrew Khan's first tournament over here in the red tabard. Woohoo! Bunch of baby fighters getting their feet wet today. And he's from Atlanta. All right. You watch Maynard when he puts his helmet, when he puts his shield against his opponent, then he bends down and he tries to get as many points as he can on his leg. That's one of the best ways to use your shield. You're blocking your opponent's view and you're getting points at the same time. Maynard is a very agile fighter. Keep going, boys. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop fight. You're going to sit where? Okay. Now, as you all have probably noticed, some of these fighters coming in after their second or third fight, it's going a little bit slower because that adrenaline is starting to even out a little bit. But trust me, it's still there.
And the winner of this bout, 22-14, Maynard.
Woo-hoo!
Good job, guys.
Next up, we've got Micah Nelson out of Texas and Tyler Schwartz. I believe these are both out of Texas, actually. No? Tyler's not? All right. Micah is a multiple world champion, just so y'all know. Woo! Micah has competed in the IMCF tournament. Oh! And you see Sparks, the first Sparks of the night. Oh! And Micah trying to bring him down. Oh! Micah. Oh! Let me give you all some points. That is completely legal. Don't think he's a bad fighter. This is completely legal. No punching is allowed, though. But he can manipulate his opponent as much as he would like. And the fighter has... All right, we're ending the fight. That was today's first submission. I want to give props to that fighter for submitting because that is the hardest thing that you can do as a fighter. But it's the smartest thing that you can do, I promise you that. All right, next up we've got Sam Andrews and Josh Waters.
Micah's 15, yeah?
Both of these gentlemen have had multiple fights today. Oh, look at that little
So
baby
on this
cry.
last fight, we had to stop that fight. Micah did win that fight, but there was an injury. So we had to take the other fighter off the field, just so everybody knows.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure because I don't know that.
Give it up for both fighters. It takes a lot to say I'm done.
You pretty. Oi. Stop.
Again, Sam Andrews is out of Seattle. Flew all this way just to come here and fight for y'all. Keep it going. You will especially find Sam blocking with various parts of his body to keep Ivan from swinging a shot. Using your arms, using whatever you can to block him from throwing another shot. Because every shot that lands properly is a point. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop fight. Good job, gentlemen.
And the winner of this bout, Sam, 20 to 16.
Woo-hoo!
20 to 16.
Good job, Sam. It does seem like we have a little bit of a cephalopod infestation, maybe? We've got Brett Hale and Ian Webb. Ian is wearing the blue squid, and Brett is wearing the red octopus. I'm not used to cephalopods. Not a I'm told it is not a calamari. Hold on. Who? Ian? Ian, the blue cephalopod over there, 2 years ago, he's sitting where y'all were. He was in the crowd. Figured out that he wanted to do this, got in touch with the PK Knights, and now he's fighting. Now, this is the first axe fight you're going to see. These are called pole arms or pole axes. And let me tell you, this is my preference of my weapon of choice. And they hurt when they hit. Now, traditionally, internationally, you're actually fighting across a barrier, not like this. But these hurt. You will see these a lot during the event for melee fighters. Again, this is what I fight with when I fight. I have since retired. And let me just tell y'all, these hurt a whole lot more because you can put a lot more momentum behind that weapon. Come on, Ian. Yes. When you're a pole-arm fighter, it is affectionately called bringing the pain. Oh. And and he's disarmed his opponent. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop fight. And again, 2 years ago, Ian was where you are now, and now he just won, or I'm not going to say he's won that fight.
So there's funky math over here that has
We will see who won that fight.
I will let you sort that. I will just change the name. But I don't, well, why don't I just leave it like this? We know that it's going to be Trey, and then I'll make a note over here.
Yeah, write a note somewhere.
And the winner of this bout, and still Squid Lord, Ian!
Woo!
19 to 18. Very close fight.
It is not easy to duel with a pole axe, let me just tell you. You've got to have range, you've got to have room to swing that, and by and large, it is a much heavier piece of equipment. So a sword weighs sometimes about 2 pounds. Those roughly weigh 4 to 6 pounds each.
Yeah, that's going to be a pain.
Next up, we have Jeff Barnes versus Maynard. Both have competed internationally and Team USA. Most of these fighters that you're going to see today fight for the United States of America when we fight overseas. And I can tell you it's nothing more than, we have always been so proud to fight and represent the United States. We try to make ourselves better in tournaments like this so that we're prepared to go to fight every other country on the planet. Whoa! All right! Rock'em sock'em robots! Technically, you cannot do this on the field. But these boys seem to enjoy punching each other. Oh. Bringing down the wall. Now, Jeff Barnes lifts competitively, and I know for a fact that he can bench press over 600 pounds. So he can pick up Maynard and throw him pretty much across that ring if he wanted to. However, Maynard is very 3, 2, 1, stop fight. All right, now some of y'all may think that that's not going to count, but okay, there's no winner, 0-0. However, Maynard did go down.
And the winner of this bout, Jeff Barnes.
Woo!
By knockout.
Give it a
Not
15-10.
one. Okay.
Back in the 80s, Jeff was a world-renowned kickboxer.
Okay. All right, next up, we've got Chris Walters and Jacob Bowman.
Yes.
Okay. Chris has got the cross on his shoulder, on this tabard, and Jacob is the one without the tabard. And again, this is Chris's first tournament.
It's both.
Oh, for both of these, this is both of their first tournaments here at DragonCon. All right, and you can see Chris brought the buckler back out, or Jacob did. Chris has got a punch shield on, and that is a very specific style of shield that you can use to punch your opponent. However, in duels, you also use it as blocking. And he keeps that point to his face to stop the headshot. They are taking very calculated shots. Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop fight. Good job, gentlemen. As the judges determine who's won that fight. As always, you guys can get the t-shirts over here in the back corner that help support bringing these fighters out.
And the winner of this bout, Chris, 16-9.
With the buckler. Next up, we've got Trey Sutter versus Andrew Kahn. Andrew Kahn in the red, Trey Sutter in the blue. During these fights, you will see All ages competing against each other. Sometimes you can tell, sometimes you can't. What you will not see is in a duel, when we compete nationally and internationally, we have to compete with the Olympic rules where women cannot fight men. But you can have any age range that you want. Keep going. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop fight. And just so you know, after the duels are done, we will be having melee fights. Now, melee fights are where you can see men fighting women because we want to train everyone.
The winner of this bout, Trey,
Trey
21 to 6.
Sutter.
21 to 6. Well fought.
And again, many of these fighters got their start right here at DragonCon at this tournament. So if any of y'all are interested in learning to do this sport, there are clubs all across the nation. And the Palmetto Knights are happy to direct you to a club in your local area where you can learn to fight. And Austin Wimberly right here is from here in Atlanta. So next up, we've got Jay Tablis and Kirk Curtis. Oh, nope. All right, sorry. We have Jeff Barnes and Tyler Schwartz. I got a little ahead of myself. Sorry.
Barnes and Tyler.
Oh, good Lord, y'all. Jeff Barnes, Trey Spivey. There you go.
Trey.
So it,
That's gone because Trey Spivey's.
okay.
Trey Spivey.
So the next one's correct still though, which is,
Tyler's not in any of the fights.
okay.
He's gone.
This time Jeff decided not to throw his sword down and fight barefisted. And as always, the goal of this fight is to get as many points on your opponent as you can. So if he's hitting you, you better be hitting him back. Keep going, Trey. Keep swinging. There are times, keep swinging. Let them hear him, y'all. They'll fight harder when they can hear you. Come on. Come on, Trey. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop fight.
So it's super hard for me to rearrange this.
Yeah, it is. Because
And sometimes, y'all, you just run out of gas.
names, but I went
And there's nothing you can do about it.
has the poster board.
Right. But
So
Woohoo!
changed.
no, nothing else has changed.
Right.
Nothing.
So
This is a very hard sport. Most of these gentlemen
What?
are fighting in at least 40 to 60 pounds of armor.
You're giving the fight to him? Yes. Okay. The winner of this bout is Trey Spivey.
Austin, you want to
got that?
what happened?
Okay. All right.
So I'm not sure why Jeff gave him the honor. Sorry. I'm not sure why Jeff gave him the honor of that victory, but he did. And some sort of, he damaged his armor or something. I'm not sure exactly, but in a show of honor, he has given the fight to Trey.
Now, next up, we've got Jay Tablis and Kirk Curtis. And you will notice that Kirk is wearing the red, white, and blue tabard. That is the tabard of the United States of America. And that's what we fight in when we go overseas.
Melissa.
All right. I don't think Austin can hear y'all. Now, when you see these opponents touch swords, that is their way of greeting each other and giving each other honor before the fight. Sometimes that happens, sometimes it doesn't. But no shade when it doesn't. Oh, I did not realize we had a facehugger out there. That little guy is traveling all over the place. Somebody needs to find Ripley. Come on, gentlemen, keep it up. Every point counts. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop fight. Now, for all you ladies out there that think that you aren't be able to do this, let me tell you, you can. As I said, I started this when I was 46. I retired when I was 52, only because medically I had to. But it is available to anyone out there. We don't care your gender. We just want you to hold a sword and fight.
And the winner of this bout is Kurt. 10 to
Oh,
5.
he beat the alien!
His nickname is Wheels, by the way, and you'll see during melees why he's called Wheels.
All right, next up, we have got Micah Nelson and Iron Ivan. Micah is fighting with a polearm and has a little different type of tip on it than Iron Ivan's. Ivan's got the axe head. But these are both considered the same style of weapon. Micah is not able to thrust. We do not allow thrusting in this sport whatsoever. We don't allow thrusting in this sport whatsoever. We like to have beer with our friends after the fights. Or coffee.
Didn't think this was as hard a mission as it is.
Do you want me to go? Okay.
No! Now, the particular bonus Micah has on his weapon is both sides of his weapon can hit. Ivan can only hit with that axe blade. Micah's got a blade on both sides. So Micah can actually hit one side and swing and hit the other side of his helmet and still actually get the points. Oh. Believe me, y'all, when you hear that whoop against the side of that helmet, it hurts. Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop fight. Nicely done. Also, the one thing that you have to pay attention to is any shot that he gets in on the haft, which is the wooden part of that weapon, does not count. Only the shots against with the tip of the weapon actually count.
Great fight. The winner of this bout is Micah.
Woohoo!
12 to 6.
Well done, gentlemen. Always enjoy seeing a pole weapon fight.
All right, let's go up the top. So Rich Ellswick got 4.
Next, we've got Ian Webb in the blue cephalopod and Jacob Ernst.
Next Rich. Only Rich.
Both fighting with longsword.
Left. Yeah, Rich got a 1. Okay. And then Rich got a 5 up here. Right here. Right here.
Yes. Sorry,
right.
I missed.
Lord of the Squid.
All right. So then Carl got 1. No. Carl got.
I can tell you, when somebody comes out with something like that on the top of your helmet, it's like a big giant cat toy. All you want to do is knock it off. Which can be quite a distraction when really you should be going for all those points. forget, he is the one that was here 2 years ago, sitting in the audience watching this. And now he's here fighting. Nicely done. Keep it going, gentlemen. The louder you yell, the harder they're going to fight. Oh, and the cephalopod goes down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop fight. Nicely done.
He just did it.
Yeah, just right here. Jeff got a 5. All right. So we're at 13. All right. We're going to get the score from those guys, and then we'll go back up to the top and do the next one. Based on guessing who the winners could be. So,
Squidward.
I only do the math for the winners.
Okay, that's funny.
I'm not. There's no hostility towards you. No.
The winner of this bout is Jacob, 20-19.
Nicely done, Jacob. All right, next up we've got Chris Walters and Trey Sutter. Chris Walters, this is again his first steel tournament here at DragonCon. And Trey Sutter, who is a very experienced veteran, who's been fighting since at least 2014.
Only has 8 points. Let's see what Trey Sutter.
I would venture to bet these are going to be 2 freight trains.
But he's also got another 5.
She has another 5?
Yeah.
Okay. And Chris
Is he-
Walt.
Okay, there's Trey 5, Train 5.
Down here. This is Chris Walt.
They have
All right, gentlemen, let's
about to go.
get ready.
Yeah.
This is it.
All right then. All right. So that could be Chris Walters. Let's go up and get his scores.
Yeah, he's been good.
Now, both of these fighters are what we affectionately call tanks. And it works the same way it does in video games. Both of these men are built to take as much damage as possible so that the lighter, faster fighters can move around and take everybody's attention. But they are also very hard hitters and punchers. So we may not be built for speed, but we're built for damage. And we learn how to absorb that. Many of y'all wonder how it feels to take those shots, but most of the time we learn to just turn that off. 3, 2, 1, stop fight. Nicely done.
Tell us everything for these 2 of these people.
All right, so we've got Trace fighting and Tyler. You said Tyler's not.
Tyler and Trey are coming up. Yeah.
So who's taking Tyler's?
That's not happening.
Yeah, Tyler's not. I don't know who.
Yeah, that's
So
all
it's
we got.
Brant and Kurt.
Yeah, it goes to Brant and Kurt is after that. Yep.
And the winner of this bout is Chris, 18
Oh,
to 15.
the newcomer
Very
takes
hard
out the
fought.
veteran.
Very well fought.
All right, next up, we've got Brant versus Kurt Curtis. Oh, the red cephalopod makes it back in. Mr. Calamari.
Let's check Kurt.
No.
All right, we've got a buckler. Very small buckler there against a regular shield, so it's sword and shield. Sometimes those bucklers are very much more agile than a bigger shield.
No, he was 5.
He's fought someone else.
I know he
And again, we'll find out how long that calamari stays up there. Because believe me, it's like a little cat toy. Oh, not long. You'll see Kurt push that buckler in to block a shot. He can get it in much easier than you can get that larger shield in. Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop fight. Pick up the calamari at the end.
And click it again. You just click the arrow. See, right here.
If y'all notice, Rich Ellswick's walking in and out of the audience there. He'll come by and sit by you. If you've got questions, feel free to ask him any questions you want. Try not
Winner
to
of this
get
fight
too close to him. He might be a little stinky.
Is Kurt 20-18.
Woohoo! Nicely done. All right, next up we've got Iron Ivan and Jacob Ernst. And we have a shorter axe. These are the 4-foot axes.
I'm very sure that we've seen him out.
Now, with these axes, the difference between the big long ones and these is the fighters can actually, go ahead.
No, just
You can actually grab right underneath the head and punch with those axes in international competition. You cannot do that with a half that's over 4 feet tall. Oh, as you can see, these are much, whoa, stop fight, stop fight, stop fight. Unfortunately, sometimes a gauntlet will get caught under one of those axes and get pulled off. So we're allowing the fighter to get that back on. All right, we're continuing on. You can manipulate these axes a lot easier than you can the 6 and 9 foot halves. These are much more mobile. You can also block much easier with the half. But as you notice, you get a lot fewer hits with these than you do with a sword. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop fight. You also notice that these, on the halves themselves, the sticks that the axes are on, they get planed down, so you have a flat side and a round side. That's because you have to be able to feel in those gauntlets where your axe head is hitting, because if you hit them with a back side or with a flat side, those points don't count. So you always want to make sure you're hitting them with the right edge of the blade. And when you're in the scrum of everything, sometimes it's hard to even notice that.
And the winner of this bout is Iron Ivan.
Woohoo!
7-6. 7-6. That was very well fought. Nice job, both of you.
As I said, sometimes you get a lot fewer hits with an axe fight. You get in the single digits, whereas with a sword fight, you can get up into the double digits. But it takes a lot more to swing something like that. All right, next up, we have Jay Tablis and Andrew Kahn. We've got 3 or 4 more fights, and then we'll be getting into the semifinals. Oh, and the alien has come back. And after these fights, after the duels and then we have the finals, we will have melee fighting. And that's when it starts getting kicked up and rumbling. You will see multiple fighters in the ring. 3 against 3. We may even have 5 against 5. Keep it going, gentlemen. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop 5. Are we doing 3s or 5?
Don't say it.
Multiple fighters.
Melees.
And again, as I said, after these fights and the finals, we will be having melee fighting, which is multiple fighters in this ring all at once, fighting against each other.
And the winner of this bout is Jay.
Woohoo!
18
Alien
to 7.
wins! Another win for the face hugger. All right, next up, we've got Jacob Ernst and Micah Nelson. And it looks like we've got, again, a 4-foot axe fight. Woohoo! Yeah. Yeah, between the different fights, we're not going to clear the room, so you guys are more than happy to stay here for this. All right. Should be a very interesting fight.
Go, Jacob!
As you have seen in previous fights, Micah gets a little more brutal than most. Oh! And as you can see, Chris can half up on that head. That axe, oh! Oh! Stop fight, stop fight, stop fight. And we are bringing medic in. We do have medical here on site. We're good. And just so y'all know, every fighter that comes into this Eric does exactly what they want to do. So at times you can get your bell rung, and that is something that you know could happen. And each and every one of us accepts that. It's a risk in this event. It's a risk in this style of fighting. You can get a concussion in this style of fighting. We try to do everything that we can to reduce that risk. Woohoo! Good job. Good job. There is nothing worse than actually having your opponent go down in front of you.
So the winner of that bout is Micah. Jacob will be okay. He just took a really hard hit. We're going to get some ice on him, make sure he's all right. We got a nurse already looking at him. So that just goes to show you guys, this is rough. This is real.
Another way to say this, more meat for the meat grinder. Get in here, guys.
All right, we've got Robert Thomas and Jacob Bowman. This is the second to last fight before the finals.
Bob and Jacob Bowman. I believe it's Jacob Bowman.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
I hope it is. So is there going to be
Is he okay?
or just finals?
I'm sorry.
Is there semifinals?
We're fighting a series of fights. Just finals.
All right. I do believe it's both of these gentlemen's first tournament again. All of these fighters have been fighting for over an hour in 60 to 80 pounds of armor. And believe me, that takes its toll on your adrenaline, on your body, on everything. You're sweating, you're hating life, but you also love it. Keep swinging. Keep swinging. Get those points in. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop fight. Do we still have Ian Webb and Kurt Curtis?
Ian's
Yeah.
right there.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right.
It's hard to miss him.
Yes.
And the winner of this bout is Jacob, 16 to 13. Good job.
All right. We're going to bring in the last last set of fighters. Squidward, otherwise known as Ian Webb, and Kurt Curtis, Mr. USA. Now, some of y'all were chanting USA, USA, and that's what we hear when we fight overseas, and we love to hear that. Woohoo! And Squidward. All right. While we fix that buckle, all right, I want to know who you guys have preference here. Who wants Squidward to win? Who wants USA to win? Woo! All right. Well, now you guys get to fight it out. Now, Ian does seem to have a height advantage, but that still didn't stop Curtis from taking Squidward down. USA, USA, USA. Squidward, Squidward, Squidward. Now, as you had me previously, you will see the differences between these two styles. The height difference, the body difference. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop fight. Now, obviously, Ian is more of a tank-style fighter. Kirk is more of the smaller, agile fighters. He's the one that taunts people like me and Ian out of the field, and you just want to take him down. He is faster, he is more lean, he is quicker on his feet. Ian is lean. Squid is a lean meat, but he is built more to take the damage.
And the winner of this bout is Kurt.
Woo, USA!
15 to 13. 15 to 13.
USA! I am not body shaming. I'm just telling you that there are particular people built for taking damage and particular people built for runners. I run all the time. Yeah, Austin's a runner. However, you can do whatever you want to do. We never classify you anyway, but you have to be able to run fast if you're going to be one of the faster fighters.
And now we're up to the finals. All right, Chris and Sam.
All right, Chris and Sam. Again, this is Chris's first steel tournament.
Hey, Sam. Dame Francine from the lands of the Northwest sends you her regards and bids you a brilliant fight. Dame Francine.
We have fighters watching this all over, fighter fans.
Doing these two, because I'm just going to make little notes.
The magic of technology. All right. Sam Andrews with a oval shield and Chris with his traditional buckler.
The invasion has begun. Shaking the ground with the force of thousand guns. Crossing the line of fire.
Sam is manipulating his opponent, pushing him into a corner.
Tanks leading the way.
However, Chris is not standing for that.
Leading the way.
Many of your fighters learn to be very agile backing up.
Charging the
I was not one of those.
force of a beauteous storm. Forces the lightning phantom swarm.
Keep it going, gentlemen. Swing.
Nightfall. Taking
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop fight. Good job, gentlemen.
All right, folks. Anybody who has 2 gold stars on their cards, look at your cards. If you have 2 gold stars, please come to the stage.
There might be prizes involved. They grabbed them off that table? These would be the cards that you might have grabbed off the table out there. Huh.
And the winner of this bout is Chris, 12 to 8.
Woohoo! First tournament. All right. Ellswick has told me that some of you want to know what the website is for the Palmetto Nights. It would be palmetto@gmail.com.
They do.
It is also palmettonights.com. That's Knights with a K. All right, we got Trey Sutter and Micah Nelson. Both veterans, both world champions, both gold medal winners. This should be a very interesting fight. These are both very heavy-hitting fighters. These are both very experienced duelists and very experienced melee fighters as well.
Blazing guns. Crossing the line of fire. Crossing to hostile land. Tanks leading the way. Leading the way. Leaving a trail of destruction through a foreign land.
4, 3, 2, 1. Stop fight. And again, if you want to do this style of fighting and you want to know who is in your local area, you can go to PalmettoKnigHts.com, PalmettoKnights.com. .com. And they will definitely get you to the right location in your area.
The winner of this bout is Micah, 16 to 15. 16 to 15. Trey's going to be
Difference of
staying.
1 point.
Sam's going to be coming back onto the field.
Mike only won that by 1 point. This next fight is the fight for third place.
Mike Live is in the lobby. You got a badge for him to get in? Who is it? Perfect. Thank you.
Trey will be fighting a back-to-back fight. He had to go get his longsword. He'll be fighting Sam Andrews out of Seattle for third place. And this is pretty much the worst position you want to be in for Trey, because having to fight a back-to-back fight, especially after that, is very hard on somebody. You don't get any time to breathe or rest. While Sam has been sitting on the sidelines for at least a couple of fights.
Sam versus Trey.
This is the fight for third place. These are both very experienced fighters. Both have competed internationally. Both are gold medal winners. Whoop, whoop. All right, let's hear it. All right. Again, this is for third place. After these fights, then we have melee, where you will see both of these fighters fighting again with multiple opponents. Keep it going, gentlemen. You need points. Oh, nice cut, Sam. Keep it going. Again, this is a points-based fight. Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop fight. Give it up for all of our fighters. This is very hard work. Oh, okay. Oh.
Whose birthday is October 12th in here? Do we have an October 12th? Do we have an October 11th? Get up here. Come here.
And the winner of this bout is Trey, 11
Trey
to 9.
takes third.
Well done!
Okay, so we're giving away swords from Cult of Athena. Trey Sutter, what is your birthday? Trey Sutter, what is your birthday? April 9th. Do we have an April 9th?
Right there!
Come on up. Come on up.
Now, this is the fight for first place. Micah Nelson and Chris.
I don't know.
And Chris Walters. And again, I'd like to point out that this is Chris's first steel tournament,
Friday versus Chris.
and he is fighting for first place. Now, obviously, he has some fighting experience, but you too could be in this position next year. Both are fighting longsword. All right, let's see who takes home first place.
Bridging the way for Panzer cars. Crossing the line of fire. Crossed into hostile land. Tanks leading the way. Claiming the fame. They are the Panzer elite.
Micah knows exactly how to manipulate his opponent.
Always ahead, fed by your dread. Panzer elite, born to compete, never retreat. Living or dead, always ahead, fed by your dread.
Okay. Oh, trust me, folks, it was a lot louder inside it. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop fight. Very well done, gentlemen. Now we get to see who is first and who is second. All right, who do y'all think won? Do you think Chris won? How many people think Chris won? How many people think Micah won? All right, Austin, tell us who's number one.
The winner of this bout, the finals, Micah.
Micah Nelson out of Texas. Micah flew in specifically for this tournament today.